What is up, hooligans? And happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. We're going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. Oh, let's see. Rumble Studio worked today. I don't know if you guys noticed that. We're live everywhere today. Yesterday, if you missed us, it's probably because you're not on a free speech platform. We were live on Rumble and jeffmaclive.com. I will do whatever it takes to get those platforms up and running, but Rumble Studio kind of let us down yesterday. Either way, keep that in mind. If you don't see us go live, chances are you're not on the right platform. Either way, we're going to be starting off with a video title, Gold Climbs Above Key 3900 level for the first time. I guess it hit $4,000 or something like that. It's worth more than ever before. Then we got a video titled Trump mentions Diddy while reacting to Maxwell appeal. They're trying to see if President Trump's going to pardon Ghislaine Maxwell. Then we got a video titled Trump doesn't commit to paying all furloughed federal workers. Apparently he had made some comments earlier today that there may not be back pay for some of these people that were furloughed. Then we got a video titled Trump is considering the Insurrection Act to deploy National Guard troops to Chicago and Portland. I wrote down some notes about what the Insurrection Act is. Then we got a video titled Pam Bondi and Adam Schiff spar at Senate oversight hearing, a little back and forth. Plus everybody's talking about Congress getting spied on by the FBI or something like that. I didn't really get a story on it because I already know they spy on us. I don't really care they spy on each other. Either way, then we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Simply Witchy, and it's titled Trump Did It. Then getting back into the news, we got a video titled You Will Be Caught. Maine Secretary of State vows to find out who put ballots in Amazon package. I don't know if this is somebody being stupid or what. They're trying to make it seem like stolen election stuff, but I don't know. I'm not sure what's happening with that. Then we got a video titled Supreme Court weighs ban on conversion therapy against counselors' free speech. This is a really interesting thing. I didn't realize conversion therapy was a real thing. Apparently, there's therapists out there that if you go and you pay them money to tell them all your problems, they'll tell you that changing your gender is going to fix your problems. Now, 27 states have banned this, I guess, but then that's like still half the country that does this, so it's very weird. Then we got a video titled Latin King's gang member charged with putting a hit on Border Patrol chief. This guy's just a fucking idiot. I can't believe he did that. He did it on Snapchat too, like an idiot. Either way, then the last little bit of the news is lefties losing it. Today it's titled Trans Influencer is a man pretending to be a woman pretending to be a man. I mean, that just, I don't know, that sounds par for the course for me. Either way, then we're getting into the fun stuff. We will be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Cass. And we got our two funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Get Some, and it's titled He Said That He Was Sent by Bambi Al-Qaeda. Then our official funny video of the day was provided by Ghostly, and that one's titled Happy October. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. What's up, Sam? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Simply Witchy? What's up, Hair Juicer? What's up, Russell? What's up, Jay Spray? What's up, 10 Man? What's up, Guess Some? What's up, Turbo? What's up, Snooks? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And I just remembered we are going to be doing an unboxing today because I'm pretty sure Hair Juicer sent me something in the mail. Let me write this down before I forget. And the people at the post office were a little suspicious about this. You should have saw the way they handed this to me. They were like, I think this is for you. Yeah. I don't know. Couldn't have made it more suspicious, Hair Juicer. You should have saw Roxanne's face. Either way, what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Ghostly, you were first today. Happy freedom to you. Appreciate you racing to the chat. What's up, Elder Zoomer? What's up, Mr. Satan? Happy freedom to you guys. What's up, Ramsey? What's up, Queen Anderson? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Elisa? Guess I'm your omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Watchman? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Tony Rez? Appreciate you being here. Let me see. Scrolling through. What's up, Too Old to Care? What's up, Major? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Patriot Dad? Happy freedom to you. Too Old to Care. Jeff has a box. I do. You see how happy I am? Just give me a little box. That's what I told her. Either way, you guys hit that like button over on Rumble. And what is up, everyone over on Kig? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? Odd Faith, happy freedom to you. What's up, Southern Eagleman? Happy freedom. What's up, Jay Blazer? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on the Goof Tube? Mr. Satan, you were first over here. What's up, Joe? What's up, Dragonfly? Happy freedom. What's up, Sean T? Happy freedom to you. Let me see. What's up, Mr. Lim? What's up, Grateful Ed? Happy freedom. What's up, Larry? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Lady Katie? What's up, Xterra? What's up, Teasel? Happy freedom. I think we got everybody. Make sure you guys hit that like button over on the Goof Tube as well. And what is up, everyone watching over on X? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. All right, let's go ahead and get into things. We're going to be starting off with the easy one. This is titled Gold Climbs Above Key $3,900 level for the first time. Now, I saw another video saying it hit above 4K, so I don't know, it's a moving number. But either way, gold is worth more than it ever has been, so we're just going to start with that just because I know some of you hooligans invest in gold and whatnot. I have a small collection that Zero gifted me. I wish I could invest more, but, it's expensive to go live. Either way, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, we have these Hooligan Strong t-shirts. Now, this design was created by Alistair, and Alistair is a badass in just about everything he does. So I will be posting his link in all of the chats for you hooligans to have the opportunity to hire him for your creative needs, because if you think it, he can create it. Now, this design does come in shirts for men, shirts for women, tank tops for men, tank tops for women, pullover hoodies, zipper hoodies, coffee mugs, dog tags, and we've made steel tumblers out of this design. Today I got on the Stars and Stripes hooligan badge. We got lots of items and lots of designs over in the merch store. I'll be dropping all the links in the chats while we're watching this first video.
Gold prices hit an all-time high Monday, soaring above the $3,900 per ounce level. Investors flocked to safe haven bullion, stimulated by the ongoing US government shutdown, as well as broader economic uncertainty and prospects of more Fed rate cuts. Spot gold was up 1.5% at $3,942.59 per ounce in early trade. The precious metals climbed 50% so far this year, underpinned by strong central bank buying, as well as increased demand for gold-backed exchange-traded funds and a weaker dollar. And as trade and geopolitical tensions rise, it's also gained interest from retail investors. This rally, one analyst said, indicates that any pullback might be milder than expected, as it's been driven chiefly by central banks with a long-term outlook and steady investors over speculative buyers. UBS forecast bullion to rally further, expecting it to reach $4,200 per ounce by the end of this year.
Okay, like I said, starting off with something easy here. Gold is worth more than ever before. So when are they going to show us, like, the treasury or whatever it is? When are they going to show us the gold bars? Because remember they said they were going to tour that back before Elon even left the White House. They're all saying, that they were going to go and make sure the gold's still there and all that. And now they don't even talk about it. I was really looking forward to that. I wonder what happened to the field trip. Either way, we're going to get right into this next one. It's another short video. This is Trump mentions Diddy while reacting to Maxwell appeal. Actually, I think we're going to play these next two back to back. We'll do it doubly. The second one being Trump doesn't commit to paying all furloughed federal workers. Let's get this video pulled up real quick. All these are really short. Real short. Like I said, Trump mentions Diddy while reacting to Maxwell appeal. Make sure you guys hit that like button and let's get into this.
Supreme Court is back and they rejected today an appeal by Ghislaine Maxwell to overturn her conviction. That means her only chance of getting out of prison is a pardon from you. Is that something you're...
Who are we talking about?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
I haven't heard the name in so long. I can say this, that I'd have to take a look at it. I would have to take a look. Did they reject that?
She wanted to appeal her conviction.
And what happened?
They said that they were not going to hear her appeal.
I see. Well, I'll take a look at it. I will speak to the DOJ. I wouldn't consider it or not consider it. I don't know anything about it. So, but I will speak to the DOJ.
Why would she be a candidate for clemency, sir?
I don't know. I'd have to speak to the DOJ. I'll look at it. I have a lot of people have asked me for pardons. I call him Puff Daddy has asked me for a pardon.
But she was convicted of child sex trafficking.
Yeah, I'm going to have to take a look at it. I'd have to ask DOJ. I didn't know they rejected it. I didn't know she was even asking for it, frankly.
Okay, President Trump talking about potentially pardoning Ghislaine Maxwell, and then also saying that Puff Daddy keeps hitting him up for a pardon. Oh, Puff Daddy. I don't know. It's not good. It's not good. You got Puff Daddy hitting you up. We're going to get right into this third video. Like I said, we got lots of Trump. More Trump than you know what to do with. All right, this is titled, Trump doesn't commit to paying all furloughed federal workers. After this, we're going to hop in the chat. Make sure you got that like button hit, and let's get this rolling.
A Trump administration official telling CNN a draft White House memo suggests furloughed employees may not be entitled to back pay for the time they were told not to work during the shutdown. CNN's Elena Treen is at the White House along with Paula Newton. So Elena, I do want to start with you on this because the president was just asked about this memo and this idea of those furloughed workers not getting back pay. What did he have to say?
Yeah, he didn't rule it out. He said essentially that it will depend on who the federal employee is when it comes to this decision of whether or not they're going to get back paid while they are furloughed during the shutdown. Listen to how he put it.
I would say it depends on who we're talking about. I can tell you this, the Democrats have put a lot of people in great risk and jeopardy, but it really depends on who you're talking about. But for the most part, we're going to take care of our people. There are some people that really don't deserve to be taken care of, and we'll take care of them in a different way.
So, Erica, it's very unclear what he means by people who don't deserve to be taken care of. And of course, we'll be pressing the White House further on that. But look, this is a very different interpretation of the law. Typically during shutdowns, federal employees who are furloughed, essentially temporarily laid off while the government is not operating as the way it should be, they aren't paid, but then they are paid and they get back pay at the end and conclusion of a shutdown. And this is a different, again, interpretation of one of the laws. We saw an updated version of this memo, which came from the White House Budget Office, essentially saying that they believe the law, it's called the Government Employee Fair Treatment Act. They are arguing that it's being misinterpreted. So all of this to say, stay tuned for that and whether or not this is actually going to be something the Trump administration moves forward with.
Okay. So they're all bent out of shape about that. I really don't think it's a big deal. I think President Trump is just trolling these people. He's like, yeah, that stuff that you guys are on the internet saying that you're so scared of that nobody was even thinking about doing, we're going to pretend like we're thinking about doing it just to piss you guys off. Like, that's all it ever seems like is going on. They're like, by the way, I heard the Democrats hate this, so recently we've been considering doing it. And then they all get riled up on the internet and start making assassination videos on TikTok, because that's what fucking liberals do. Either way, next up we got Trump is considering the Insurrection Act, again more trolling, to deploy National Guard troops to Chicago and Portland. I think this is humorous too, because in a way he could do it, but I don't know. I got a lot of details on the Insurrection Act. Either way, it's coming up next. First, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about gold being worth more than it ever has been before, as well as President Trump talking about potentially pardoning Maxwell, also saying that Diddy is hitting him up for a pardon, and then, of course, President Trump making suggestions that not every federal furloughed worker will get back pay. He's just pissing everybody off. Guess just got a text from Beck Frank. Surgery went well. She's now a dude. She's going to uppercut you when she gets back, guess it's going to be rough stuff. We're not going to feel bad. We're just going to see some Tom and Jerry action happening. What's up, Russell? Happy freedom. 10 man, that gold's been gone. Yeah. In Fort Knox. Yeah. I think so too. I think that's why they stopped talking about it. 10 man, Trump better not partner. I don't know why he responded the way he did. He responded like he didn't know who that was. And then the CNN reporter, the one you guys always say is a handsome reporter, she said that, yeah, she reminded him, oh, it's the woman that's in prison for human trafficking. And he's like, yeah, we got to look into it. And so it's like, I don't know. I think he's just being professional. I really hope he's not considering it, because it's not going to do him any favors. Sam, it looks about like a kilo. I know. I don't know why Hair Juicer taped this box up like this. It's just give me the suspicious package. Yeah, that's what I want on my tombstone. Hair Juicer gave me his suspicious package. I don't know. Life is hard. That's how it goes. What's up, Godspeed? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Shane? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Stowner? Happy freedom. Ben Frank. That's a different Frank. What's up, H Big? Happy freedom. Shane, I woke up to a spider bite on my hand. First one this summer/fall. Then I thought about your spider bite. Then I was like, oh fuck. Yeah. I hope it doesn't turn out like that, Shane. I really don't. I hope it heals right up, no problem. I have to go back to the doctor Friday at like 10 o'clock in the morning. And my leg is sort of healing, but now it has red welts all over the wound area. I don't know what that is because I've never had that happen before. It don't look good. So yeah, I don't recommend it. It's not a good time. Hope your spider bite heals, Shane. Hope it heals quickly. Major at the Whites. Yeah, CNN misspeaking there. Top of mind. What's up, Bill Clay? Happy freedom. What's up, Cass? Happy freedom to you. Joel the Carrot, cut the fat. That's right. Ghostly just ate homemade meatloaf and mashed potatoes. Now I'm fat and not moving for at least 2 hours. Good. We got about 2 hours of shit worth the cover. So we're all good here, Ghostly. It sounds good. Maybe I should make meatloaf. That should be the next thing I make. I'm making chicken tacos today. What's up, Puff and Stuff? Happy freedom. Shane, I can't believe they can't figure your shit out. It's always like that. Every time I go to the doctor, they're like, what are you? I don't know why it's like that. We need hooligan doctors. That's what we actually need. What's up, man? Rogers? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Scott? Happy freedom to you. Scott, I will have to check my messages, but I do not think so. I am tied up in a whole bunch of stuff. Scott, if they don't want to get paid, the Dems are the ones blocking the shutdown. Yeah. Well, everybody's blaming each other, but the Dems, they keep saying they want health care for everyone, and the liberals think that's a good idea. What's up, Michael? Happy freedom. The perverts want pardons. They do. What's up, Wobbly? Happy freedom to you. Pork chops on the Barbie. Sounds good. What's up, Rhonda? What's up, High Plains Drifter? Happy freedom. What's up, Wayne? Happy freedom to you. What's up, MW? Happy freedom. Wayne clearly is not even thinking about it until they asked him about it, and they only ask him about it so they can make the headliner and send everybody into a tizzy. Yeah, you're right, Wayne. You're right. Oh, much love to you, Lady Katie. Guess I might call it OBGYN. My leg's not pregnant. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. What's up, MU? Happy freedom. All right, hooligans, we're going to move forward here. Like I said, Trump is considering the Insurrection Act to deploy National Guard troops to Chicago and Portland. Again, I really think he's trolling. He could do this if he wanted to. I think he has enough justification, maybe, to actually do this. But I really think it's trolling more than anything, just, getting the Democrats all mad and blowing their man-pawns out and all that. Either way, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out, as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get this pulled up. It's another short video here. Come on. Midget video and whatnot. Either way, hit that like button if you haven't already. And let's get into this.
About the Insurrection Act. And that would be, a very long-standing law that's been on the books.
Yeah, well, it's been invoked before, as you know. If you look at Chicago, Chicago's a great city where there's a lot of crime. And if the governor can't do the job, we'll do the job. It's all very simple. They probably had 50 murders in Chicago over the last 5, 6, 7 months. Many people were shot. And then the governor gets up and he says, well, we can handle it. They can't handle it. They don't know what they're doing. The mayor is grossly incompetent. He's at a 4% approval rating. in Chicago. He's at a 4%, lowest approval rating, lower than even de Blasio had, which is hard to believe in New York. I thought de Blasio would always maintain that record, but the Chicago guy is even lower. So I think that we want safe cities. If you look at D.C., you would right now, Mark, you could go out, take your family out to dinner, you could walk right down the middle of the street. There is no crime in D.C. When I got here, this place was a raging hellhole where people would come from Canada, people would come from other places and end up getting shot. Nobody's being shot. The National Guard's been unbelievable. I mean, they are strong, tough guys. You know, we won something at the Supreme Court, which is a big deal. Merit. Everything now in this country is.
All right. So like I said, President Trump getting them all bent out of shape over the Insurrection Act. Now, it says that the Insurrection Act of 1807 is a U.S. federal law that grants the president the authority to deploy the U.S. military and federalize National Guard units to suppress insurrections, rebellions, or domestic violence within the United States. It was signed into law by President Thomas Jefferson on March 3, 1807, and serves as a statutory exemption to the Posse Comitatus Act of 1878. Legal basis of key provisions, Section 253, allows federal intervention when insurrection or domestic violence deprives people of constitutional rights and state authorities fail to protect them, used historically during civil rights era. So it seems like with what we see in Portland and stuff like that, where the politicians and the local leaders and law enforcement are not protecting the people that live in the city from Antifa and other radical lefties that are out there causing havoc, causing crime, causing a dangerous environment. They're not being protected by the local leaders. So it kind of seems like President Trump would have reason to be able to invoke the Insurrection Act in those areas and pretty much have his way with those cities, and there wouldn't be anything that they could do about it. So they're out there, you know, screaming and crying that this is illegal and all of that, but it seems pretty clear that he could probably do it. Now, he says in a video, I think from yesterday, that when he's talking about insurrection and stuff, he talks about people being killed. Now, in Chicago and in Portland, where these ongoing protests are happening, as far as I know, no one's dying. It's just shitheads being shitheads. So one could argue that it's not a real insurrection scenario because no one's actually dying, but at the same time, people who live in the area are not safe, and it's because nobody is protecting them, including the city leaders and the city law enforcement. So I think it's an arguable thing, but I still think that President Trump would be able to do this without with very little blowback, because it's so obvious that the local leaders are not protecting these people and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see. I really think the reason he talks about it like the way he is right now is just to troll the lefties. I think it just pisses him off, and everybody thinks that's funny. And so that's what I really think it is, but he might actually have a shot at this. Either way, next up, Pam Bondi and Adam Schiff spar at Senate oversight hearing. There's a little back and forth, some political theater here, and it's a pretty good example of what it's like to talk to a Democrat. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about President Trump talking about invoking the Insurrection Act. Sam, law enforcement certainly is one-sided in Portland. Yeah, it definitely seems that way. Snugs, I'm a gyno, but I examine men. If you need a good doctor, that's funny. How come we don't have male gynos? We just call them wiener doctors. You know, we just go see wiener doctors. Matt Rogers, the mayor of Portland, is on the Antifa side, and the mayor is the police commissioner. Yeah, so yeah, they need new leadership out there. Sam, I bet there's still some crime in DC. I bet there is too. Tell me, I just saw Newsmax. Johnson signed an EO to protect illegals. Yeah, I think one of these videos talks about it. Maybe. Let me see. Maybe not. I think maybe I decided against the video. That was... Maybe it didn't make it on the schedule. From what I understand, Illinois made it so federal agents are not allowed to use state facilities or resources while enforcing migration laws or whatever it is, immigrant laws, whatever, border crossing laws. So like Chrissy Nome can't use the bathroom, stuff like that. As far as I know, that's all it did. The video I saw talked about it briefly, but everything else in the video was stuff that we already covered. So I think that's why I didn't make it on the schedule. What's up, Jay Spray? Happy Freedom. A coctologist. That's right. The wiener doctor. The dick doc. This is why we don't have doctors like that. It's just calling him the dick doc. Nobody's signing up for that. What's up, Kevin? Happy Freedom. What's up, Dutton? Happy Freedom to you. Totally care. I got chocolate chip zucchini bread. Well, that sounds fantastic. I should make some banana bread. It's not been a long time since I've made banana bread. What's up, Josh? Happy Freedom. Godspeed. Trump is really pimped out the Oval Office. It's all gold. He keeps adding more. It does kind of seem like that. Wouldn't that be funny? Like after 4 years, it's like even the wallpaper's gold. Just every couple of months, he adds more gold to see if anyone notices. I really think he's just trolling everybody. What does he care? You know, he doesn't have to campaign again. Ghostly. Doc, I need you to look at this. It's pretty awesome, right? Basically. Scott, if they are impeding constitutional rights like the right of movement and others, well, yeah. That's what I mean, infringing on other people's rights. I'm pretty sure that is happening in Chicago as well as Portland. What's up, Lisa? Happy Freedom. What's up, Starn? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Jeff D? Happy Freedom. Xterra, I missed it. Michael, I bet the money trails say Insurrection. Oh, I bet you're right. What's up, Mana? Happy Freedom. Wayne, they reported 10 vehicles locked in ICE agents. They ended up shooting one lady and only arrested 2 people. Let them go back on the street waiting for trial. Yeah, we covered that stuff yesterday. Oh yeah, we weren't live on YouTube yesterday. I forgot, so you guys don't know. But yeah, we covered all that stuff yesterday. What's up, Chewbacca? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Cecil? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Jesse? Happy Freedom. What's up, Sterling? Happy Freedom. Sterling, jobs are hard to find. Hand jobs and blow jobs. There's quite a few jobs here, but they're all paying minimum wage, so that's the way it is around here. Chase Ray, why hasn't the iPhone released the dick doc yet? I don't know. They're slacking. Either way, moving forward here, like I said, next up we got Pam Bondi and Adam Shifty Schiff spar at Senate oversight hearing. Now this is just a little theater here, a little political theater. He's gonna be telling some sad stories. It kind of reminds me of the certification night back during like J6 when that happened. They were all telling their sad stories about how they thought it was their final moments. It's nice and dramatic like that. Either way, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the Commie Tube, and let's get into this. Guess why does his O face look like that?
This is supposed to be an oversight hearing.
Oversight?
These, excuse me, you can attack me after my time is over.
You've attacked all of us, including President
Trump,
for your entire career.
You can attack me later, and I know you've got plenty of canned attacks. We've heard them all day today.
Canned attacks on you?
This is supposed to be...
No one needs a canned attack on you.
Regular order, Madam Chair. I'm trying to speak. This is supposed to be an oversight hearing of the Justice Department. and it comes in the wake of an indictment called for by the president of one of his enemies. This is supposed to be an oversight hearing, and it comes in the wake of revelations that a top administration official took $50,000 in a bag, and this department made that investigation go away. This is supposed to be an oversight hearing when dozens of prosecutors have been fired simply because they worked on cases investigating the former president. This is, and now the current president.
What about the fires in California? Do you care about that, senatorship?
This is supposed to be an oversight hearing in which members of Congress can get serious answers to serious questions about
the riots in LA serious?
About the cover-up of corruption, about the prosecution of the president's enemies. And
I think you owe the president an apology.
When will it be
frankly.
that the members of this committee on a bipartisan basis demand answers to those questions and refuse to accept
Clearly you're a failed lawyer
refuse
because
to
you don't
accept,
understand when someone can and cannot answer a question.
Refuse to accept personal slander as an answer to those questions.
Personal slander?
With
Will
that,
you
Madam
apologize
Chair,
to Donald
I yield
Trump
back.
for slandering him? Personal slander.
Okay. Now give me a second here. I gotta turn everything down because all the videos we have are severely quiet, and I don't know why that is. I had to turn that up almost 20 decibels. Anyways. Next up we got our midlife break. It's our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Simply Witchy and it's titled Trump Did It. It's coming up next, but first we're gonna hop in the chat. See what you hooligans think about Pam Bondi versus Adam Schiff. Doing some political theater there, showing a dramatic example of what it's like to speak to a Democrat. Either way, hopping in the chat. I realized I never shared out the live, so I'm in the middle of doing that. Sam, dude has zero credibility. Yeah, absolutely. Snooks, I just want to punch him in his skank face. He has a skank face? Holy. Russell, Schiff needs to be wearing an orange jumpsuit. Yeah, what happened to all that accountability? You know, like Obama was going to jail and everybody around Obama was going to jail, and now they don't even talk about it. I don't know. That's why I wasn't getting my hopes up for that stuff. Kevin, now she's laying on the bed giving me the stink eye. Women. What's up, Enter User? Happy Freedom. Enter User, Pam is my hero, but I have low standards. That is funny. Holy. What's up, Kirsten? Happy Freedom. Done. That weasel is scared to death that he's going to prison. Yeah, seems that way. Out there telling dramatic, sad stories. Kevin, if a cat farts on you, I'm pretty sure it means they love you. Pretty sure. It's good luck. It's good luck. It doesn't seem like it, but I'm pretty sure it is. Lisa is such a fake ass whiny bitch. Yeah. He is. It's like watching a soap opera. It's just like it. What's up, Tony Bridge? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Tube Steak? Happy freedom to you. Bread isn't bread anymore. Yeah, Wobbly. I know. I don't eat any bread anymore. Staying away from it. Michael, holy balls, that's a pencil neck. Wayne. No worries, Wayne. Like I said, we weren't live on YouTube yesterday. We were having technical problems, so we were only live on Rumble and jeffmaclive.com. Heard you, sir. The missus had a good time, a good laugh mummifying the box. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to open. I should have cut the tape before the live. YouTube gets weird about me using tools and stuff. It'll be interesting to open it. Kirsten, cats fart? Yes, they do. It's not good. Klaus Daniels thinks he's a set of bagpipes. Ghostly needs to be arresting people. Yeah, I agree. Kirsten, I've lost 18 pounds on a no-carb diet. Yep. It's about where I'm at. I lost about 18 pounds so far. What's up, Goth? Happy Freedom. Tony Rez, if a fart leaves your body and you smell it, does that mean the fart is back in your body? Yeah, it does. Out the bottom and back in the top. Either way, get into our midlife break here. A funny video halfway through. Like I said, it was provided by Simply Witchy, and today it's titled Trump Did It. But before we do that, and because Rumble Studio is actually working today, we got to do an ad read really quick because we are still trying to complete the premium, the premium creator program over on Rumble. So let's find an ad to read. All right. You've probably noticed Rumble is growing fast and it's not slowing down. They're building a real alternative to big tech that puts creators first and actually protects free speech. And now there's Rumble Premium, an easy way to upgrade your experience. With Premium, you get ad-free viewing across the platform. No pre-rolls, no interruptions, just the content you came for. Plus, Premium members unlock exclusive content like bonus videos, behind-the-scenes drops, and more from your favorite creators. Right now, Rumble is offering $10 off an annual subscription. Just go to rumble.com/premium and use the promo code STUDIO at checkout. That's rumble.com/premium, promo code STUDIO. No ads, more freedom, in context you actually care about. That's the deal. All right, we did the thing. We did it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Glad we checked that box. Either way, let's get into this midlife break here.
I'm about to show.
Now, like I said, today it was provided by Simply Witchy, and it's titled Trump Did It.
The picture I'm about to show you is pretty controversial. They finally surfaced photographs of Donald Trump grabbing up, and I'm disgusted. He is supposed to be the president of the United States, and yet this is what we have. We have a guy that goes around grabbing pussies.
Her name was Kitty, made her money be.
Yep. I don't know. I want a president who's walking around grabbing hoo-has and signing tits. I don't know. That's what I voted for. Either way, getting back to the news here. Like I said, you will be caught. The Secretary of State vows to find out who put ballots in an Amazon package. I don't know how this all came to be, but they're claiming that this has something to do with election interference or something. Either way, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
The FBI now involved in an investigation into how those 250 ballots ended up in a woman's Amazon package in Newburgh.
This comes after Republicans in Augusta asked FBI Director Kash Patel and Attorney General Pam Bondi to investigate the matter.
Our political reporter Jackie Mundry watching this one for us. She joins us now with the latest. And Jackie, I know you heard from the Secretary of State today.
Yeah, John, Megan, the investigation is still being led by the Secretary of State's Law Enforcement Division with the help of Maine State Police, the Maine Attorney General's office, and now, as you said, the FBI. Secretary of State Shenna Bellows says it's standard practice to reach out to state and federal law enforcement partners.
To any bad actor involved, you will be caught and you will be punished.
Secretary of State Shenna Bellows addressing the media in person for the first time since a Newburgh woman says she found hundreds of 2025 ballots in an Amazon package.
Any ballots that move outside of the chain of custody cannot be used for voting.
Bellows says on Tuesday her office was notified that the city of Ellsworth received 2 boxes of ballots as planned, but were short 250 ballots. That same day, a woman in Newburgh says she received 250 ballots in her Amazon delivery. Newburgh and Ellsworth are less than 40 miles apart. Bellows says her office and law enforcement were not notified by Newburgh town leaders until the following day.
The unnamed woman's legislator and a conservative blogger were contacted and notified of events, but at no point on Tuesday did anyone in Newburgh contact the Secretary of State's Elections Division or law enforcement.
Secretary Bellows' press conference was well attended this afternoon, including by lawmakers, staff, and those who are working on the Yes on Question 1 campaign to require voter ID and make other changes to Maine's elections.
What happened? Are there ballots out there is what I'm hearing about a lot. And, what are we going to do to make sure that this election is secure?
Bellows says the ballots that turned up in Newburgh cannot be used to cast a vote. And Ellsworth received 250 new ballots and now has its full allocation. There are a handful of small Maine towns that have not yet received their ballots because of their limited office hours. But Bellows says every other community has the ballots they need now. Live in studio, I'm Jackie Mundry for Maine's Total Coverage.
Okay. So like I said, kind of a weird story there. They're talking about this like I guess it is election interference, sort of. Seems like somebody did something fucked up and they're not going to get to the bottom of it. That's what it actually sounds like. They're saying that some random person received 250 ballots when they got something from Amazon, that somebody had just torn the box open, threw 250 ballots in there, sealed it back up, sent it to this rando. And then 40 miles away, the city who had actually ordered ballots just magically was 250 ballots short. And nobody knows what happened, but the FBI is investigating. And that's basically it. I watched the video like 3 times. I can't really figure out what happened. It just sounds like either somebody at Amazon screwed up, because did they get their ballots from Amazon? Or somebody in the mail screwed up. I don't know. It doesn't really feel like election interference to me. It just seems like stupid people doing stupid things, but I don't know. I'm biased. Either way, next up, Supreme Court weighs ban on conversion therapy against counselors' free speech. This is our third story where the Democrats are doing something stupid and they turn around and their defense is free speech. It's just their excuse for everything is free speech. It just drives me nuts. In this case, when they're taking vulnerable people who are signing up to speak to therapists, and the therapist is saying, hey, you know what'll fix all your problems? Changing your gender. That doesn't make any fucking sense, but they're taking advantage of vulnerable people by doing just that. That's what conversion therapy is. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this weird situation with this misplaced 250 ballots. Russell, looks like someone was trying to do a little scam and got busted. Yeah, something happened. It's very weird. Guess I'm not sure I buy the story on the ballots. Yeah, it feels like there's some missing pieces there. Hair juicer, Trump signed my coworker's wife's tits when he was in town. He bought everyone pizza at the pub in Benderdorf. Is it Benderdorf? Either way, that's awesome, hair juicer. I'd never wash my tits again. Thank you so much, Ramsey, for that $2 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Ramsey. Thank you so much for the support. It says like, share, and repost, or shove your head back up your ass. And remember, we're not talking about you when referring to hooligans. Thank you, Ramsey. Really appreciate you. Told the care can't fix stupid. That's right. Russell, stay away from hoo-has like that. You might catch something. Yeah, new scum there. They don't call him new scum for nothing. "10-man liberal women are such a turnoff." It's because most of them were a dude last week. What's up, Simply Witchy? Happy freedom. Simply Witchy, bring back interventions. Yep. Southern Tripod sounds like bullshit. I agree. Happy freedom to you. God, those are fake ballots. Amazon can't have the ballots we use, period. I don't know if it was... It doesn't sound like it was fake ballots. It sounds like someone opened the Amazon package and dumped ballots in there, hoping they would get lost or something like that. Like the city wouldn't receive the ballots that they had ordered or something along those lines. I'm not really sure. It seems like the ballots were real, but the ballots didn't actually come from Amazon. They just ended up in that package somehow. Kirsten, sorry, that dress does nothing for that lady. That is hilarious. And her user, I call bullshit. That's right. Southern Tripod, Prime Day means you get to vote twice. Is that what it is? Maybe I will need to get a subscription over at Amazon. I get to vote twice. What about Klaus Daniels? Can he vote twice too? Probably not. He's not an illegal. He was actually born here. What's up, JC? Happy Freedom. JC, last time I ordered Amazon, my neighbors got my package. That's annoying. Wobbly, I love getting squirreled. What? I feel like I'm missing out on something now. I'm envious of this. What's up, Nick? Happy Freedom. What's up, Salty Alien? Happy Freedom to you. Cosmic Squirrel, he grabbed me by the squirrel. Happy Freedom to you. What more could a person ask for? Grab me by the squirrel and show me a good time. That's right. I want a t-shirt that says that. Man, the last time I ordered from China, I got scammed. China. It's China did it. That's only because Beck Frank's not here. Otherwise, she did it. Anyways, moving forward, like I said, Supreme Court weighs ban on conversion therapy against counselors' free speech. Yeah, Democrats are mad. They can't tell you to cut your wiener off as a suggestion to fix all your problems. So we're going to argue with the Supreme Court about free speech because that makes sense. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube. And let's get into this.
Bans of so-called conversion therapy for minors.
Yeah, the practice involves attempts to change a person's sexual orientation or gender identity. It's currently banned in 23 states and Washington, D.C. ABC's Devin Dwyer has the details.
For Colorado mom Erin Lee and her daughter Chloe, it was a defining moment many families face.
She had already made up this, I'm going to go by Toby now, and I'm ready to cut my hair, and I don't want to wear girls' clothes anymore. We thought we have to talk to a professional so we know what to say.
1 in 4 American high schoolers say they are gay, lesbian, or bisexual. 3% identify as transgender, and another 2% report questioning their gender. Among those, many say they experience sadness and hopelessness. Some contemplate suicide. Chloe was one of them.
She just wanted someone who would talk to her about what she was going through, and this counselor was dodging the issue entirely, and that was making our daughter worse.
And you think that's a direct result of Colorado's law?
Oh, I know it is.
That law is a ban on so-called conversion therapy, or the effort by a licensed therapist to attempt to change a person's identity during treatment. 27 states restrict the practice, and Erin says it's had a dangerous chilling effect. Colorado's Attorney General Phil Weiser sees it differently.
Making you feel bad about who you are, pressuring you to be someone else, that's not legitimate therapy. The medical consensus is clear. That's why it's banned here in Colorado on a bipartisan basis.
The Colorado minor conversion therapy law says licensed therapists are not allowed to try to change behaviors or gender expressions or try to eliminate or reduce same-sex attraction. But therapists are allowed to provide acceptance, support, and understanding as a child develops. Critics say it's effectively a gag order, claiming the state is censoring therapists. Kaylee Childs has been a licensed therapist in Colorado Springs for nearly 10 years, providing what she calls faith-informed counseling. Alleging the conversion therapy ban violates her right to free speech, Childs sued Colorado in federal court.
If someone comes into the office and they say, I am a biological male, and I have been living and presenting as a female for a while now. Those are the clients who I cannot have a full conversation with.
She says she's had to turn away clients fearing a possible $5,000 fine. Hanging over the case is decades of medical consensus that conversion therapy is ineffective and even harmful.
Devin Dwyer, ABC News, Washington.
Okay. I don't know. I didn't realize that that was even a thing. I did not know that conversion therapy was a thing. They're saying that 27 states have restricted it, which is good, but that still leaves half the country that is still doing it. They're saying that conversion therapy is when a therapist suggests that you change your gender as a way to fix your issues. And like I said, 27 states have restricted the ability for therapists to change your identity as a way of fixing your problems. Dems claiming that this is an infringement on free speech. But again, this has to do with how you're affecting others, same as yelling fire in a theater or making threats. Conversion therapy is just vulnerable people being targeted by those that have like political agendas and beliefs and all of that kind of stuff. That's all it is. You're just hurting people because you have these beliefs. You're not helping people by telling them changing their gender is even real to begin with, but then that it's also going to fix your problems, because it ain't. That is not going to fix your problems. There is zero evidence proving that changing your gender is going to fix your problems somehow. It ain't. It is not. I swear to God, it's not going to. Either way, next up, we got an even weirder story. It's Latin King's gang member charged with putting a hit on Border Patrol chief. This dipshit put a post on Snapchat talking about putting 10,000 doll hairs on the Border Patrol chief's head. That's not how you put a hit on somebody. Supposedly, this guy's a gang leader. He looks like the leader of the break room. I don't know. Either way, it's coming up next, but first we're gonna hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about conversion therapy. Oh, I think my chicken's done. Heard you said that conversion therapy was pray the gay away camps. Now that you say that, I thought it was too, and I don't really want to Google conversion therapy. God only knows what I'll see. I think you're right, Hair Juicer. I'm not sure. I guess there's two kinds now. Guess some teachers like, you should convert so I can molest you later. Yeah, that's exactly how the Democrats think. 10-man Tiger's wearing me out for some treats. I know what that's like. Matt Rogers, today's teachers are destroying children. Yes, the teachers, the people who make TV shows, people who run children's networks like, television and all that stuff. People preying on kids. Chase Spray smoking me. I wish I could read that out loud. That's hilarious. Snooks 1 and 4. What the hell? Nah, that's their fudged up numbers. Guess some Amazon offers half off pricing for midgets. That's nice. Your juicer, that's terrible. Adds mail-in ballots to Amazon cart. That is so funny. Holy crap. I need more coffee creamer, so I just added some on my wish list. I didn't see no ballots, though. I should look up and see if I can find Maine voting ballots. Crystals, happy freedom. It's completely normal to not feel comfortable in your own skin when you're a teenager. Yeah, and that's what they're taking advantage of. There's people who want to belong, and they're just, well, if you do what I say, then I'll make you feel like you belong. And they're like, okay. What's up, Rappy? Happy freedom. Ghostly, you think it's the other way around? You think they're trying to take shapeshifters and make them not shapeshifters? What do we got going on here? I think we're being raided, hooligans. Thank you so much to the Nun Report for raiding us over on Rumble. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. So badass. What's up, Raiders? Make sure you guys hit that like button. Thank you guys so much for the raid. Like I said, read through the chat And next up, we got Latin Kings gang member charged with putting a hit on Border Patrol chief. Russell, yay raid. That's right. Happy freedom, all of you guys coming in from the raid. Also, you've been following the story. So you think they're actually trying to help people, not confuse them. I'll have to look into it. What's up, Courtly? Happy freedom. TV Green, happy freedom to you. What's up, Sherry? Happy freedom. What's up, Wendy Wild? Happy freedom. What's up, Thor? Happy freedom to you. Let's see if we can get everybody. What's up, Night Wolf? Happy freedom. Thank you, None Report. Really appreciate the raid. Badass. What's up, Afro Man? Happy freedom to you. Son Engelman, you thought the same thing about that lady's dress? I missed it. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom to you. JC McDonald's was raided for crimes against the public. They should be. They deserve it. They signed up for it. Major, now they made it clear that they're trying to convert. That's kind of what I was thinking, but I'm going to look into it because it's definitely an interesting story. And like I said, conversion therapy is, that's a weird thing that I didn't know was happening. What's up, Abby girl? Happy freedom to you. All right, hooligans, we're going to get into this next video here. Make sure we get those likes up. Like I said, Latin Kings gang member charged with putting hit on Border Patrol chief. This guy's an idiot. He wrote it out on Snapchat like nobody was going to catch him. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, that our friend Larry could really use your help. Larry's in need of a kidney transplant. He's recently been in and out of the hospital, and he actually just had surgery. I put together a page for him over on the website. It's got his story, his details, information, links, and all kinds of stuff. So definitely go check out his page over on the website if there's any way you can help our friend Larry. All right, let's get this video pulled up really quick. Like I said, this guy supposedly is a leader of the Latin Kings. I find that hard to believe because he really looks like the leader of the break room. So we will see. Either way, like I said, hit that like button and let's get into this.
Yep. This after a district judge refused to request by Democrats to block the federal deployment.
Mike Tobin joins us live in Chicago with the latest. Hey, Mike.
Good morning, gang. Let me start you out with a story we broke for you yesterday that a bounty was put on the head of the commander of the Border Patrol out here, Chief Gregory Bovino. Federal prosecutors, I should say, released yesterday that they had arrested one suspect. They described him as a ranking member of the Latin King street gang. His name is Juan Espinoza Martinez, alleging that he solicited the murder of Bovino. Part of the evidence, a Snapchat message offering $2,000 for information about Bovino, $10,000 to, quote, take him down. Here's Chief Bovino last night.
It's a war zone out there. Secretary No mentioned a bounty on the heads of federal agents, that $2,000 to kidnap, $10,000 to kill senior Border Patrol officials and senior ICE officials here in Chicago. That's something out of a third world country. Is this America? So we do need to get to the bottom of that. And I do believe that we'll get some more clarity on what happened there with the response.
Now, prosecutors also claim they developed information that Espinoza had dispatched gang members to 39th and Kedzie on the south side on Saturday. That is the scene where Border Patrol was rammed and boxed in, where a Border Patrol agent fired and struck one of his alleged attackers. And that is also the location from which agents called for help. The controversy now is evidence that indicates Chicago cops were ordered to stand down and not help their federal counterparts. That's something Superintendent Larry Snelling denied yesterday, but rank and file Chicago police are outraged.
Sadly, this department is in literally a shell of itself and so fearful of what politicians and this mayor are going to do to them.
Now, the National Guard is on its way to Chicago. As you mentioned, some 400 Texas National Guardsmen have been called up with the cooperation of Governor Abbott, some to Portland area, some to Chicago. The Illinois National Guard has been called up, and the Illinois Attorney General challenged that in court. Now, yesterday, U.S. District Judge April Perry refused to block the deployment of the Guard, saying simply there were voluminous court filings, and she needed time to read all of them before she offered a ruling, but it came with great displeasure to Illinois' Governor, J.B. Pritzker.
Donald Trump is using our service members as political props and as pawns in his illegal effort to militarize our nation's cities. The state of Illinois is going to use every lever at our disposal to resist this power grab and get Noam's thugs the hell out of Chicago. I'm not afraid. I am not afraid, and I won't back down.
And yesterday, Chicago's Mayor Brandon Johnson signed an executive order declaring city property ICE-free zones. The White House responded to that it shields violent and criminal illegals and abandons the citizens of Chicago. Guys, back to you.
Wow, perilous times. It's a big standoff. Thanks so much, Mike Tobin.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart.
Okay, like I said, what an idiot. Writing out on Snapchat, let's put a hit on federal agents. That'll go over well, no one will ever get caught. Stupid. Now this dirtbag is supposedly a Latin King leader. The gang must not be doing well. Because he looks like they caught him outside of Home Depot, so I don't know. I think he was even wearing highlighter colors, so I don't know. He didn't look like a gang leader to me. Either way, he wrote on Snapchat, $2K to find the Border Patrol chief. $10K if someone smokes him. I doubt he even had $10K the way he was looking. Then, of course, they mentioned Chicago Police Department being told to stand down when ICE was calling for help. Like I said earlier, we were covering that yesterday, but we were exclusively on Rumble and jeffmaclive.com yesterday because we were having tech issues, because that happens sometimes, unfortunately. Either way, this guy is an idiot. It'll be interesting to see if we can get a follow-up on this, see what kind of consequences he's facing here, because I'm thinking he's in big trouble even though he's an idiot. Either way, next up, we got the last little bit of the news before we get into the fun stuff. It is lefties losing it, and today it's titled, Trans Influencer is a Man Pretending to be a Woman Pretending to be a Man. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this supposed Latin Kings leader calling out hits on Snapchat. What an idiot. 10-man pull out of Chicago and let them deal with it themselves. Well, that's kind of what they've been doing. I think President Trump would feel really accomplished if he could straighten Chicago out. 10-man cut the government funds off also. Yeah, that's what they should be doing. If they're not going to enforce the law in their cities, they shouldn't be getting federal funding. Snugs, I've been modding for Mr. Bill for 5 years before I even know you. Yeah. Mr. Bill is cool. Shroomish, I'm skeptical of it because that would bring so much heat on them. It'd be extremely dumb to do. Dems claim Russia was putting hits on us or on U.S. soldiers, which turned out to be a lie. Yeah, I mean, this guy doesn't look like a gang leader to me, but that doesn't mean he's not an idiot on the internet writing dumb shit, because, you know, there's a lot of that. What's up, Booze of Flames? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Crimson? Happy freedom to you. Nah, Crimson, there's not going to be a civil war. I don't know why people think that stuff. Rappy, impeach him. Shame on him for calling them thugs. Yeah. Well, in saying that you can't trust anything the Trump administration is doing, like they had to shoot that woman or whatever. She was trying to ram her vehicle into an ICE vehicle, and so they shot her. She survived, from what I understand. But they shot her out of self-defense. And then Pritzker goes out there and goes, well, you can't believe anything they say. Oh, okay, so ICE is just shooting people now. They're just shooting civilians. It was a Wednesday, and they just felt like shooting people, and so they did. That's what happened. According to Pritzker, you know, like, that's how he talks about it. And then they turn around and go, we need to calm down the rhetoric. Oh, okay. And whenever y'all are ready. Mage's whiny fat dummy. Yep. What's up, Wong? Happy freedom. What's up, Rich? Happy freedom to you. Stern, it'll be an uncivil war. That's right. That's right. There's no civil war. There's just going to be an uncivil war. They're not ready for that. Wayne, politicians use gang members for hits. Oh, I totally believe that. Michael, he's a DEI gang leader. Is that what it is? They were like, we need this color to be gang leader so we can be inclusive. I'm like, oh, okay. That makes sense. They're all inclusive. They're an all-inclusive gang. Oh shit, Jay Spray found his gang videos. Crazy. Crazy stuff. They got him. This is the guy. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Ben down. Ben Downs. 10 man. There'll be no civil war, no martial law. Yeah. If there ever was anything to even start that would kind of sort of even seem like a civil war, we'd immediately go into martial law. 10 men, yeah, I think that is what it, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Pretty sure you're right. Either way, moving forward here, like I said, we got lefties losing it. It's titled Trans Influencer is a Man Pretending to be a Woman, Pretending to be a Man. Let's get this pulled up. I'm pretty sure we got Rita today. If YouTube would load up. Ah, yes, and Rita's wearing orange today. Very festive. Yes, look at that old face. Alright, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommentTube. And let's get into this.
And it's time for lefties losing it. And the left are nothing if not thick as a plank of wood, but not nearly as useful. Let's hear from this liberal woman who seems to think that if you have a credit facility, be it a credit card or mortgage, then you are essentially on welfare. Get ready to be assailed by stupid.
If you have a credit card and you hate people who ask for handouts, you are a person asking for a handout. A credit card is somebody else's money. So for all you right-wingers who are all, oh, stop giving people handouts. If you have a credit card, you're a hypocrite. Yeah.
Oh, she got us there. How can we ever respond to that razor-sharp analysis except to say that, unlike a handout, you have to pay back the credit card with interest if you don't pay it back in full by the due date. So not at all like a handout, but our genius financial advisor was not done yet. She has more analogies.
Did you buy your house flat out? Did you write a check for the full amount for your house's value? No, you did not. You got a loan. You asked for a handout because you couldn't afford a house. The credit system is a handout. And the fact that most of you can't see this. Go back to school.
Yeah, folks, go back to school. Then you can be so spectacularly stupid that you think it's a good idea to showcase your ignorance on the internet. Now let's check in with Dylan Mulvaney, the Bud Light destroyer who mocks girlhood for a living. He's gone from posting content like this.
Excuse me, where's the women's restroom?
Sorry, ma'am, you're not allowed into the women's restroom.
Well, I guess I'll just piss on the floor. Piss on the floor. Piss on the floor. Piss on the floor. I'm pulling my panties down like a hoe, cause I'm about to piss on the floor.
Charming. Yep, he's gone from posting content like that to dressing up like this. Dylan's got sick of dressing up in girl phase. He's now posting stuff dressed like a man. So let me get this right. Dylan is now a man pretending to be a girl, dressing up like a boy. Sounds like a useful thing to do. Here is Dylan dressed up as an old man to promote his new show.
They have matinees. They've got matinees on Saturday and Sunday. 5 o'clock on Saturday, and I think 3 o'clock or maybe 3:30 on Sunday. Get your tickets now. Hey!
Let's hear from the mayor of crime-riddled Chicago. Here he announces that he's effectively banning ICE agents from his city, anything to frustrate the Trump administration's efforts of deporting illegal immigrants breaking the law.
Today, we are signing an executive order aimed at reining in this out-of-control administration. The order establishes ICE-free zones. That means that city property and unwilling private businesses will no longer serve as staging grounds for these raids.
The Democrats certainly seem to have a permissive attitude when it comes to criminals, and it's not restricted to illegal immigrants. Listen to Seattle Mayor Bruce Harrell, who thinks criminals don't belong in jail, they deserve understanding.
The criminal system has had a disparate impact on black and brown communities. Let me lead with that. So when this person is committing 6 or 7 crimes, I don't know his or her story. Maybe they were abused as a child. Maybe they're hungry. So my remedy is to find their life story to see how we could help first. I have no desire to put them in jail, but I need to protect you.
So it's no surprise that these blue cities have turned a blind eye to the violence of far-left activists, including Antifa, and so has CNN. They even object to these politically motivated criminals being called terrorists.
You keep calling them terrorists, but isn't that hyperbolic to call them terrorists?
What is? If anything, I'm understating the severity of the situation. What issue was more central in 2024 than turning back the border invasion? And since the day we came in, ICE officers have been subjected to a nonstop campaign of physical violence and harassment every single day.
And Stephen Miller was not done yet. Watch as he schools the CNN anchor who thought he had a gotcha moment.
Democratic president someday calls the National Guard to a red state over what they see as open rebellion, but is what amounts to a demonstration that gets rowdy. I mean, is that not a fear of yours?
And they're posting pictures of their kids because it's a demonstration, and they have a sniper on top of a building firing a high-caliber rifle at an ICE facility because it's a demonstration, and they are engaging in vehicle ramming.
But the National Guard isn't being sent to Texas.
Because it's a
the
demonstration.
National Guard isn't being sent to Dallas, where that sniper was.
Because the Dallas Police Department and the governor of Texas, well, you walked right into that one, have responded to every call for assistance and help. They gave a stand-down order in Chicago, and they gave a stand-down order in Portland. Do you realize that there's 11,000 federal law enforcement officers in Oregon? That's larger than the size of the FBI. Local and state police are resourced to deal with this kind of riotous assembly, but they have refused. They've been given a stand-down order.
And the dumb questions from CNN weren't just about Antifa. Listen to this.
Is it the case that, as Pritzker frames it, you are profiling brown people, that this immigration crackdown is designed to go after people of color?
It's such a, oh, what a dumb question. The illegal aliens who are here are taking jobs away from blacks, they're taking jobs away from whites, they're taking jobs away from Latinos, they're taking their health benefits away, they're taking their school slots away, and of course in many cases they're committing heinous crimes. We cannot have a system of law in this country that privileges illegal aliens over American citizens, and that's what they're doing. You know it, and I know it.
Okay, you think after that the CNN anchor would move on. But no, somehow he thinks that emphatic answer wasn't really clear enough. He wants further clarification, and boy, did he get it.
So that's not exactly a no, Stephen. Can you just unequivocally state that the immigration
I said it's a dumb question. Okay.
Well, I appreciate that. But
and it's a dumb question.
So no, this policy is not designed to... I thought
when I said it was a dumb question, it meant no.
Well, I just want to be clear and precise. I appreciate you trying to qualify my questions, but nevertheless, I think it's a fair one that a lot of people have.
My full answer is no. That is a lie, and it's a dumb question.
Joining me now is Sky News contributor Kosha Gator.
Smoking him. All right, well, that was the last little bit of the news. We are going to get into the fun stuff. Like I said, we got an unboxing because Hair Juicer sent me something, and I'm pretty sure the Carolina Reaper peppers. Then we're going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Cass, and then we got our 2 funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Gassum, and it's titled, He Said He Was Sent by Bambi Al-Qaeda. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Ghostly, and it's titled Happy October. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat and see what you hooligans think about lefties losing it. 10 Man, what an idiot. I know, they are a bunch of idiots. I don't know why they try to tango with Stephen Miller. They can't. He is like always on top of his game. They should just let him do all the talking and then wait for him to leave the room. You can't debate with that guy. He knows what he's talking about. Sam, he's on fire. He was. Snooks, he was calling Trump a pedo because he might pardon Maxwell. I agree. I understand. He better not. He better not pardon Maxwell, because I will think that he is sympathizing with pedophiles too. Yes, I'm starting a class action against Jeff for showing these flamboyant people. It's news, guess you have to know that they're out there. You want to know what's fondling you in the night. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Patriot Dad. Thank you so much for the support. It says, help with the med bills, Jeff. Happy Freedom Hooligans. Much love, friends. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad. I really appreciate it. What's up, 1776? Happy Freedom. Tony Rez, Jeff in a suit smoking that reporter. I wonder if I have any pictures from me in my suit. Cassandra sent me a suit a couple years ago, and I was out here feeling like President Trump. Let me see if I got a picture right here. I was styling. It needs to be tailored a little bit. It's a little too baggy. So I'll have to do that at some point. But I was feeling like President Trump. Let me see if I can find some pictures here. I think I made like a whole slideshow now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know where that is right off the top of my head. Oh, come on now. If I can find pictures from the Kyle trial. Come on, come on. Am I not gonna be able to find it? Damn, it might be longer. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. It may be older than I'm originally thinking here. We've gone through a lot the last couple of years. Oh, I figured it out. Let me see. I don't want you guys seeing wiener. Too much wieners is not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. There, styling, feeling like President Trump. I even did the presidential tie knot and all that. It took me like 16 minutes watching a YouTube video to figure out how to do that tie. I can zoom. Okay, I can zoom in. I'm a little worried. A little worried you guys are gonna see more than you bargained for. Either way, there I was, feeling like Trump. I bet you guys are wondering how I got here. Good stuff. Jay Spray, if he pardons Maxwell, I'd say that means that they got to him before the election, and that's why he has no contest election. I mean, it could be. It could be. The whole Epstein thing itself has been weird. Even before he won the election, he was kind of back and forth on it, and I was pointing out that it was weird, and people were getting all mad at me and all this stuff, and then he continued to be weird about it, and he's still weird about it now. And every time I say that, it's a big deal. You know what else is funny that I actually realize is the Marcello media. There was people at Discord that were like shitting on me because I was like, that guy's Antifa. And they're like, nah, he's not Antifa. Mercado Media or some shit like that. They're like, nah, he's a patriot. Like, he's not a patriot. He's fucking Antifa. He was there when Kyle Rittenhouse blew that dude's arm off. And he wasn't hanging out with the Patriots. He was hanging out with Antifa. Like, what are you talking about? And people got mad and they were leaving and canceling their memberships and all this. I saw him on Facebook a couple weeks ago celebrating Charlie Kirk's death and making memes, laughing about him being shot and all that shit. And I'm like, where's all those people who was bitching at me and calling me a piece of shit and stuff when I was trying to tell you guys that he was Antifa? And ain't nobody want to believe me, want to call me a piece of shit. And now he's over there making fun of Charlie Kirk being smoked in front of everybody. I'm like, man, wait a minute. Where's my fucking sorry at? I'm always looking for my sorry, but it never shows up. Either way, thank you so much, Kirsten, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Kirsten. Thank you so much. I wish it was more. You're great at what you do. Thank you for your bravery. Thank you, Kirsten. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much, Ramsey, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. Appreciate you, Ramsey. Thank you so much for the support. Says, don't forget Jeff needs money to get a new tranny. The old one now identifies as not working. That's right, Ramsey. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support. You hooligans are fantastic. Sam, nice suit. Well, thanks, Sam. Russell, Windsor knot is the tie knot. I don't remember which one it was. I know it was the same one that President Trump did. That's how I looked it up. I was like, I want to tie it just like Trump does. And they were like, this is what you do. And then it still took a lot of effort. Oh, well, thank you, Goth. Really appreciate it. What's up, Jack? Happy freedom. Democrats don't say sorry, they just are sorry pieces of shit. That's right, Jack. Ghostly, that's why Tifa let them stream. Yeah, see, and that's what people don't get. If you see people recording near Antifa, like inside of a group of Antifa, and nothing's happening to them, they're not surrounded by umbrellas, they're not being shoved out of the group, they're not being told repeatedly, you better leave, chances are that person is affiliated one way or another, because they don't just let people infiltrate them. They just don't. So when you see News to Share hanging out with them, or Mikado Media, and they happen to be the only ones there, the only ones getting the scoop, and they're like shoulder to shoulder with Antifa, it's because they're a part of that shit. And there's always these situations where people are like, man, you should be cool with them. And I'm like, that's the fucking enemy. What are you talking about? That's a commie. And they're like, that's not a commie. You shouldn't talk about him like that. I'm okay. I've been doing this a long time. I know. I can spot a commie. I know. And people don't believe me, and they got to learn in their own time. And, that stuff happens. Either way, thank you so much, Guess Some, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Guess Some. Thank you so much for the support. Says, suits make you look fat. Thank you, Guess Some. Really appreciate it. Oh, getting fat. It's something I'm doing. It's like a hobby. Simply Witchy, he supports Ukraine as well. Did lives over there. Yeah, I could see that. I'm trying to think what it was. It might have been when Ukraine and Russia first started getting into it. And he started covering it. And a lot of people were like, talking about how cool he was and stuff. I'm like, that's great. You gotta think he's cool, but he's Antifa. And everyone's like, no, he's not. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Who's Flame? Where's Klaus's suit? He ain't got no suit, but he's got his ties here. I might throw a tie on him. Today is, let's get this bow tie out. He could be like James Bond, He could be a James Bond Klaus. He's gotta get his booty over here, though. I don't know where he's at right this second. We'll see. What's up, Polish? Happy freedom. Fat, not fat. Yeah, like Fat Farm. Corley, all the dumbasses with the press patches on. Yeah. Cass, look at what happened to the last two journalists that were there. They were hit. Yeah. What was her name? Katie. Katie's been walking around with a black eye for like a week now because something happened to her. She was one of the people that was on the roof Saturday. I think it was Saturday. We were kind of showing it in the background and stuff. She was one of the people who was on the roof. She was posting on X from the roof at the DHS building in Portland, like over the weekend. What's up, Craig? Happy freedom. Afro man, aren't you a Subi lover? I am. I is. My poor Subaru howls when it goes down the street. I need to get that new transmission. Wayne Katie Davis Court. Is that how you say her name? Michael, if it quacks like a duck and walks like a duck, I'm saying. Cosmic Squirrel Miller is sharp. He is. He is. I think Stephen Miller kicks ass. He's a little weird looking. Coming from a weird looking person. He's kind of weird looking. And I thought that when I saw him. But he is smart. And he don't play around. He's not soft. Stephen Miller is not soft. He might be a lot of things, but he is not soft. And I respect that about him. He gets in there and he tells these people how it really is. And I like that about Stephen Miller. What's up, Mr. Coffee? Happy freedom to you. Mr. Coffee, it looks like she hit the tooth fairy for everything she could. I know. She's talking about handouts. Meanwhile, her teeth are throwing up gang signs. It's rough. It's rough life. Sam, dude named Tommy, I think, straight up Florida Antifa guy in Portland, could hear the thud. Is it the guy that's got freedom on his shirt? He was fighting with the dude that had the black and the red shirt on. They were like going back and forth, and then all of a sudden he let that guy have it, put him right on his back. I think he was arrested either Saturday or Sunday. Oh, Goth. I can't help it, Goth. You ain't got to make fun of me. Goodness, smoking me. Either way, hooligans, let's get into the fun stuff. Like I said, we got an unboxing. We're going to be opening an advent calendar, and we got 2 funny videos here. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the description in order to send donations. You can do that by using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, or you can even send crypto. Now let's see if we can figure out how to open this. Here, Juicer sent me this package in the mail. It's very suspicious looking. I have an idea of what's in it. It's softer than I was expecting it to be. Not Democrat soft, but sort of. Let me see here if we can figure this out. I can't let YouTube see what I'm doing here because they got weird community guidelines about me using tools. So we gotta be incognito and no extra trips to the hospital because I already have an appointment on Friday. Let's see. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to open this. I should have opened it ahead of time. The duct tape is too strong. They made it childproof and now I can't open it. How many layers? Maybe it's not even in a box. Maybe it's just duct tape. It's duct tape only. Oh, I'm making progress. Is this a tampon box? I don't think so. I'm gonna need one after these peppers. I'm gonna need a tampon after this. Alright. Tailor made. Is the golf balls in here? Here'd you say I know you could golf. Oh no. I could smell them. Okay, I'm in dangerous territory. I should have put some gloves on. So I got a kilo of peppers here, bud. I don't want to touch these with my hands. Or my wiener. Let me see. I don't want it in my eyeball. I'm just trying to show the class. We're gonna go set these on the counter before something bad happens. You see this? That's Satan's nutsack. This is the Reapers. The Reapers. We're gonna be eating these in the voice chat. I'm gonna eat one. I'm committing to one. I'm not gonna be eating these. I shouldn't get ahead of myself here. In the voice chat on Friday after Coffee with Hooligans over on the website, if you have a paid membership, you can join us, and me and Hair Juicer are gonna see who kicks the bucket first. Chewing on Satan's nutsack here. The good old Carolina Reapers. Fun stuff. I am very intimidated by this. We're gonna just set these down like this is active explosive ready to go. Let me just set this down real quick. Okay, can't hurt myself if it's over there. Let me wash my hands really quick. Holy. Super excited. Super excited. My butthole, not so much, but me, yeah, right now. This is before. This is before. On Saturday when I show up to the live, we'll see if I still feel this way. We'll see how it goes. Hair juicer, I hope you're ready. So everybody else is. Holy hair juicer. All right, hooligans. Moving forward here. Let's see. Thank you for sending me that hair juicer, by the way. Can't wait for Friday. Let's see what we get today from the advent calendar sent by Cass. Now today is day 2. And let's see what we get today. Now I don't know all the scary people, so we might get some people I've never seen before. This person is familiar. I can't think of who it is. I can't think of what movie it's from. Is it from Trick or Treat? It's hard for me to show you guys. It's so small. I'm not guessing. I'm not used to taking pictures like this. You know, these little things here. Either way, whatever this guy is. Do they have a name on him? They do not. I think he's from Trick or Treat. I cannot recall. Is this who it is? I think it might be this guy. I think it's this guy right here. This guy. Pretty sure. Either way, thank you so much, Cass. Getting a little collection going here. We're going to put him right next to the Exorcist girl. They're styling. All right, hooligans, let's get into some funny videos here. Now, this first one... Where's the... Okay. This first one was provided by Get Some. It's titled, He Said That He Was Sent by Bambi Al-Qaeda.
God damn it!
Fuck that. I'd have called into work after that. No, that was an attempt on my life. There is no way. Damn squirrels. We gotta ban those assault squirrels. Either way, get into our official funny video of the day. This was provided by Ghostly and it's titled Happy October. Well, hooligans, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm gonna grab this Linktree link really quick. I'm gonna drop it in all the chats. We're gonna read through, and we got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up. Then, of course, we'll be raiding out over on Rumble. These damn assault squirrels. I thought that video was festive. I've been feeling real festive this fall. Either way, there is the Linktree link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there, keeping the conversation going 24/7. And we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, the arcade, the Hooligan AI, and our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the Hooligans. Like I said, we're going to read through. We got the pledge coming up, and then we're raiding out over on Rumble. Here, Juicer, Jeff's already sweating just thinking about it. I can smell the peppers. I can smell them from here. I'm excited to have some Carolina Reaper seeds. I don't know if... I might be able to keep them in a vegetative state until spring. We'll see how it goes. But, yeah, it's going to be a fun voice chat this week. I can already tell. What's up, Zero? Happy Freedom. Hope you're having a good dinner, Zero. Thank you for stopping in. Sam, Mike told Jason, just the tip. That's what the lady was really scared about. Here, Juicer, you got even more? Look at this. Even more. Here, Juicer's got the good stuff. Zero, do they smell good? They smell like a threat. Those peppers smell like they're threatening me. Sam, that's what she said. Hair Juicer, there's 3 different kinds. Reaper, Ghost, and Tabasco. Oh. Well, thanks, Hair Juicer. Thank you for sending me that. If only the ladies at the post office knew what they were handling. It's going to be an exciting voice chat. I'm not going to be able to eat all 3 in the voice chat. That's death. I'll be able to do 1. We do like 1 every voice chat for like the next 3 voice chats. I can't do all 3. Sam, eat 1. No, I can't. I can't right now. It put me down for the day. Russell, make sure you satisfy Satan. I don't know about all that. 10 man, eat it and set your ass on fire. Coming on Saturday. That's what she said. Here, Juicer, eat them. It's making my eyes burn just thinking about it. Russell, have ice ready for your ass. I'm going to have to get the supplies. You guys are saying sugar. What else is it? Ice cream. Milk. Something else. I know there was a couple other things you guys were suggesting. What's up, Tulip? Happy Freedom to you. Keep a glass of milk handy when you're eating peppers. Yeah, there's a couple of them because we got this hot chip for this hot chip challenge. The thing's not up. There's a little banner right here that shows you guys if we hit 100 hooligans, we're going to schedule this hot chip and we'll actually do this hot chip challenge. It'll be interesting. But you guys have been giving me suggestions on how to cool that down ever since we got the hot chip. Done. Toss the TP in the freezer now. I'm going to have to. Wendy, you got ice cream? Go say anything with fat. Yeah. So like titties, calm that fire down. Quick, put a boob in my mouth. It's hot. Pretty sure that'll work. You gotta trust the science. That's what you tell her. Picture Dad, I have the Halloween theme for my ringtone right now. That's badass. Alright, Colty, sounds good. I'll write you right after the live. Dutton, Trick or Treat Sam. Son loves him. That's awesome, Dutton. It is the guy from Trick or Treat. TV Green. My leg's doing okay, but it's got red welts on it, and I don't know what that's about, so I'm going back to the doctor on Friday. Ghostly, give it a sniff. That's what she said. Everybody dropping boobs in the chat. That's so funny. Goth, put the seeds in the refrigerator, not the freezer. What do you mean, from the peppers? I've never even put seeds. I always just threw them in the closet. I've never had a problem with seeds. Yeah, I didn't know you guys were refrigerating them. Snooks, I'm going to close my eyes when you eat one. Me too. Hair juicer, once the burning stops, you get high. Yeah, I'm sure. It's you see your life pass before your face. That's what it is. Meeting God. What's that like? It's like being high. Except you can't feel your mouth anymore. Prison's like that too. Anyways, moving forward here. It's that time again, hooligans. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we did the thing. Let's raid out over on Rumble. Let's see who is live right now. Gotta do the raid. Who did we raid yesterday? Did we raid yet? Yeah, we raided yesterday. Who did we raid? We raided someone. It wasn't Frag. Who was it? I cannot remember who we raided yesterday. Oh, it was Handy News. I'm pretty sure it was Handy News. We're going to raid Rotella today. It's a Rotella kind of day. And he's got a kitty too. I don't even know that. Hold on, you got to hit that like button. Look at his kitty. What's his kitty's name? All these live streaming cats out here. Better move over, Klaus. All right, hooligans, don't forget, hit that like button as soon as you land.
I like
in
Cats.
New York, Cats, the musical
I do.
by Andrew Lloyd
I do.
Webber.
You know what I
Tim
don't
Rice
like
opens
about
on
Cats?
Broadway.
You know what I don't like about Cats? The one thing I don't like about Cats is when you go to the show, when you go to the theater, when you go to see Cats, all of a sudden the fucking actors are in the goddamn theater with you, and they're like wanting you to participate. Like, get away from me! Get away from me! That's what I don't like about Cats. Other
Today
than
in
that, I
history,
like Cats.
October 7th, Mike Gracia, The Associated Press.
Did we just get a raid? Wow, what great timing, Mr. Mac. Is that a Mr. Mac raid? It is a Mr. Mac raid. Mr. Mac, we literally just got started. That's awesome. Welcome in, hooligans, Bally hooligans. Happy freedom, come on in. Who do we got joining us? We got Elder Zoomer in here. We got Tori. We got Mr. Major. Hi, everybody. Too Old to Care. Polish Dog. Hi, guys. Welcome in. Nice to see you. Cass. Always a pleasure to see Cass. Jeff Max says, I don't like the actors in the crowd either, right? I paid to watch you. My tongue is all blue because we just had some methylene blue right now, too. That last segment sponsored by methylene blue, everybody. Do you drink the methylene blue? Jeff Mack, do you drink the methylene blue, Jeff Mack? Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Everybody, if you're not following the Jeff Mack, follow the Jeff Mack. Sharon's here is gonna put his link inside the chat. There he is. There he is. He's waving to you. What a handsome guy, right? And I thought I was losing my hair. All right, everybody. Thank you so much, Jeff Mack, for the raid, my man. Ballyho. Come on in, hooligans. The first thing that we're going to do right now, we're going to the Oval Office from today. We're checking out everyone's favorite president, without exceptions, President Trump, sitting down with the Prime Minister of Canada. After that, we're going to check in and we're going to spend 2 hours watching the congressional hearing of Pam Bondi. You might be saying to yourself, Mr. Rotella, why in the world would I ever watch a congressional hearing? You're about to find out. We watch congressional hearings here inside the Dome. We go deep, deep, deep with politics. Thank you so much, Jeff Mack, Ballyho. Follow Jeff Mack, everybody. Let's go to the White House and let's get started.
Fantastic raid, you hooligans. Rotella is a hoot. So funny. Hold on, I'm going to repost his live because he's hilarious. reposting the live there. All right, we're going to read through really quick, but we are wrapping this up. We'll be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Get up here. You're all late and stuff. What about your bow tie? Can we get the bow tie on you think? You got to clock in. Yeah, good baby. You're a good baby. All right, all right. Now let me see you. Come. How you looking like that? Come here. Come here, you big ass teddy bear cat. Now show him. Hold on, we gotta fix this here. Yes, tell him it's Daniels, Klaus Daniels. Show him your tie, your bow tie there. Yes, look at you. What a good boy. What a good boy. You are the handsome Klaus Daniels, aren't you? It's about time you clocked in. I'm gonna have to write you up, buddy. You're tardy today. Not tarded, he's tardy. A little both. It happens. Either way, reading through. Like I said, we are wrapping this up, though. Thanks for being here, Russell. Enjoy the rest of your day. Simply Witchy. Yeah, I think we rated Handy News yesterday. What's up, Turbo? Happy Freedom. Thanks for being here, Sam. Thanks for being here, Matt Rogers. You hooligans, enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks for being here, Rappy. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goth, you forgot the pledge and sign off yesterday. Really? I'll have to go back and look. I'd be shocked if we actually forgot it yesterday. Holy Goth, you got all the cats. Thanks for being here, Southern Eagleman. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, Teasel. Thank you, Cheeky Chops. Thank you, 10 Man. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right, hooligans. It looks like we're good to go. Like I said, we will be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Now I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't know what it is. We did the unboxing. We did the thing. I think we're good to go. Either way, go enjoy the rest of your day. Go find yourself some good food and be safe out there, you hooligans. I'm going to try and do the same. But make your way back to us tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. I'm trying to think. Yeah. I don't know. There's something I'm forgetting. I don't know what it is. Either way, I appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you for helping me cover the news. And thank you for helping me make the news suck a little less. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.